Hey, what's going on? This is Ande from AndeSanders.net. What's your self-talk telling you? This is something that I've heard from a trainer when I was in a previous home-based business company a few years ago that was really mind-boggling at the time. And he said something to the lines of 70% of what we tell ourselves is negative. Now, when you figure out as far as what we expose ourselves on a daily basis, whether it be traditional media, social media, obviously we listen to on the radio, who you associate with. It's no wonder that we put ourselves in a lot of predicaments because of what we're telling ourselves. It comes down to our thoughts. See what I'm saying? One thing that I've been fortunate enough to do since hearing that a few years ago, reading a lot of books on people of success and listening to people of success in their audios, is I can see why. Again, as far as where to meet people at their core, as far as choosing to redefine my own personal philosophy, that's really what the very successful do. It's choosing to redefine their personal philosophy for a better life, because for one, they know what they want. You see what I'm saying? And then you really don't have time to get into the negative self-talk, because a lot of it that you do tell yourself is a lot of motivation. Motivational, it's inspiring. Even if you do hit your downs, because everybody has ups and downs, you won't stay down for long. You see what I'm saying? Because you got somewhere you got to go, and staying down is not where you have to be or should be. That's the main thing to keep in mind as well. Another book that really shed some light on this was when I read Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant, where I was really able to see how to meet people at the core. When he separated the different categories of people, whether it be employees, small business owners or specialists, big business owners and investors, the words that they use. And then at top of that, you can get a hint as far as in this conversation where they are, again, as far as taking a hint as far as what possibly their self-talk is. Because, again, like I just mentioned earlier, if they had a strong purpose, people want to be talking the way, they normally do as far as beating themselves up. And that's unfortunate that people do so because, something that might not go right or whatever in the day, or, a conversation with somebody, or don't see the eye to eye with somebody, a close friend or whatever. And the self-talk, the self-talk, the negative part really starts to come in strongly. And again, like I said, when you're working on yourself, you're able to be aware of that and not let that kind of bog you down for a long time. Because as I mentioned earlier, you got somewhere you got to go, and that's not it. Staying down is not where that you should be. So something just really keep in mind as far as the self-talk, as far as really, if you choose to do better, then it comes down to what Jim Rohn said, as far as having to redefine your own personal philosophy. Listen to people of success, reading books of success. There's so many out there. I know I haven't read them all, but some of the ones that really helped me out was for one was Magic of Thinking Big, for starters. Before Think and Grow Rich. A lot of people like to talk about Think and Grow Rich too when it comes to personal development. That's a great one too, but Magic of Thinking Big was really an eye-opener for me as far as not really getting upset over petty things. And then a lot of Kiyosaki's and Rich Dad books, and people to listen to can go on and on and on. Jim Rohn has written some books. Zig Ziglar has as well. I remember one book that I read from him was To See You at the Top. It's kind of funny because after reading those other books, everything just pretty much says, success leaves clues, everything, all the dots start to connect for me personally. I know John Maxwell has one, and if I'm not mistaken, it's called Developing the Leader Within. So that's one of the books I've read from him. But again, that's just some examples. It's just something that I personally have chosen to do. It's going to be different for you. So if you got value for what we shared here, love to read your comments below, or like and share this video. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.